Thank you. I think there's a difference of understanding. The positioning of military cantonments and involvement of the military in day-to-day law and order are two different things. Because you have to position the military in Sri Lanka, you can't put it in India or in USA. Now you have Camp Pendleton in California. I know the Californians doesn't like that, but what to do? You have to position them somewhere within the country. So you have to position the military cantonments according to the, say, you position a naval base, you position it to counter or the thinking of the strategic requirement or your security requirements of the country, thinking of the future threat. That's how you position your cantonments. That's how you position your military bases. That does not mean that you get involved in all the day-to-day doings of... Now you withdraw. If you pull out the troops from North, and if you bring him to Western Province, the people in the Western Province might say, why do you bring people here? Take it away. You see, there is a difference in that. What he was talking about, pulling the military from involvement in day-to-day work. That's absolutely true. That is what we are doing. That's what we are doing. We don't want to get involved in day-to-day law and order, maintain of law and order issues. So this is two different things. You know, you pull out the military from the society day-to-day, you put in roadblocks, going and searching the houses, getting involved in this. You put them into your cantonments. They're doing their own business, training, discussions or whatever things you do day-to-day life. Because you have to position them within the country. This is one country. This is Sri Lanka. Jaffna is not part of some other country. Jaffna, Kilinochchi, Mullaitivu, Batticaloa, these are part of Sri Lanka. You have to position your cantonments within Sri Lanka. Whether you put them in, we have now today, after the war was over, we didn't have any cantonments in Hambantota, but now we have troops in Hambantota. We have troops in Matara. We have troops in everywhere, every district. Because you withdraw from and position them. You have to position them somewhere. Where are you going to position them?
I don't think anyone's disputing that.
That's what exactly. No, that's the mistake. Most of the people, when they say you pull out, you are not pulling out. You have to keep them in cantonment. But you pull them out from day-to-day involvement of day-to-day maintenance. That's we are doing. It's happening. We have reduced. Now, if you can ask the SF Commander North, how many roadblocks he had withdrawn, taken out? Whether he's conducting any search operations in these areas. No, we are not doing that. So this is the mistake, I think. This people have not understood. So this is what is happening. That exactly what General Javed pointed out. It's not coming out, though you put a picture coming out from Sawat. It's not coming out from the area. You withdraw from day-to-day involvement in law and order issues, you transfer that to the police. That is exactly what we are doing, and we have very effectively done that. That's I think, where the most of the people had not seen.
As a governor of Northern Province, I would like to comment on the same thing what the Secretary of Defense said. When you go to Northern Province today, to all 5 districts, you can't see the military doing any check-ins or controlling any movements of that area. Most of the people whom I work with, most of the government officers and other organizations, and they are quite happy the way that how the security forces are supporting the people of those areas. Wherever you go, you see that it's a combination of the government officers and the civil organization and the security forces working together for the development of those areas. Other than that, there's no harassment or anything that taken place. You can ask for many organizations who are working there. That is how the real situation today is.
I am Jalaluddin, Dean of Faculty from Southeastern University. from Ampara. We came in the very holy Ramadan month while fasting. Yeah. Well, I came here with the very rest while in the holy Ramadan month. As you know, sir, we have first lot of problem in the last 20 years in Ampara district. We are in Ampara district, majority of the people are Muslim and Sinhala and Tamil also living together. But in the terrorist time, we have first lot of problem. It's very, very difficult problem. Now we are very thankful for the government, especially Defense Secretary, to bring the peace to our community. Now in our area, the forces is working with the community, in the university, in the country development, district development program. The forces is now, they are living with us as a friends, as our community. And I am very thankful to organize such a symposium, especially for the Vice Chancellor of the Sir John Kotelawala Defence University and organizing committee. Because we have a lot of things. What is the forces, what is they are doing for the community, what they are doing for the development of the other community, what their role. And now I understand there is from some of the presenters from the USA and state, UK and Pakistan, they have come. I think my humble suggestion to organize such a symposium in international level, to bring all countries to they identify what is the problem of the Sri Lankan community, how they are living now after the peacemaking in this country. That is my humble request, to organize such a symposium in international level in this university. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And thank you very much for the 4 speakers bringing out very valuable points. And as Professor Rohan mentioned, that having a very sound communication strategy is very important. You could see from even these discussions the necessity of such a mechanism, and also the necessity of having an aggressive diplomatic policies, and also the what he mentioned about the development of Tamil political leadership. That we all know that for the last 20 years, almost all the Tamil political leaders have been eliminated by the LTT. Now there is a vacuum in that area. And General Chansiri, who is the governor of the northern province, brought out many areas where the military is involved in helping the society. And at the same time, I think General Javed, I think we must send some officers from the military to Sawat area and see to themselves. So these things that what he had mentioned are very valuable areas. We can learn many from the experience they had in this area. And Professor Hatcher, he mentioned about the most of these things actually we are involved in. He mentioned about peacekeeping. We are providing a big contingent in Haiti and Lebanon, and we have in fact offered many more peacekeepers to the United Nations. We are very happy to take over any commitment. We have mentioned that to the United Nations, and we are very aggressively pursuing that aspect. Then the disaster management, I think we are one of the first countries offered teams to Japan immediately after the tsunami, and we sent a medical team to Japan, and they worked in the areas which were really affected, and most of the people who refused to go and work. And ceremonial duty is another thing that even I was very, in fact, that the military is changing into that. Now you could see ceremonial guards in front of all commanders' residences. So that we are doing, that we have taken into consideration actually. And assistance to police, that we are doing that especially in the north end, is not only in the whole over the country, that we are doing that, and we are helping them in many ways, and we want to give, because for the last 30 years, unfortunately, even the police was more involved in counterterrorism activities. And we have reduced their training period. Now I know for the last 5 years, the policemen, when we enlist them, we gave them only two months training. That also not on police, how to handle weapons and weapon handling. And we put them into these areas. So now we have to, retrain them. We are in the process of giving them extra training on police work. And also the military is assisting them in many of the work in the areas. So, in fact, most of the points that we have mentioned, we are involved in these things.
Perhaps you need to send peacekeepers to London.
Yeah, sure. Then I think we discuss about General Javed's presentation, and also the Mara Khalil's discussion. I think we had lengthy discussion on some of the issues, factors that she brought out. And I think it was a very good session, and thank you very much for all the participants. Thank you.